Hey Shay, this is Gregg Cohen from Jacksonville Wealth Builders. Thanks for this opportunity to share some thoughts on property management with your blog. Just so you know, I've been investing for about 6 years now, and for the first couple of years as I was building up my rental portfolio, I managed rental properties myself with my business partners, and it became a big job. So what did I do? I outsourced them to a property management company. So I have a lot of experience about doing this myself, also outsourcing it, and now since then we've also brought property management back in-house, mainly because I didn't do a good job of finding a property management teammate. So I've got a couple ideas for those out there that are looking to find a property manager of what you should look for. And the number one thing you should look for is to make sure you have a property manager that has your goals in line with their goals. They have to have an investor mindset. They have to ask them if they've owned investment properties before, because many times a property manager's goals and their client's goals aren't aligned. And what I mean by that is a property manager's job becomes a lot easier if they drop the rent that they're trying to get for you as an investor. It makes their job a lot easier if they don't have to try to rent it out for top dollar. But as an investor, that hurts you. So a very good question to ask them right up front is to ask them, what are you advertising for your rents, and what's your percentage of the actual rent that you're collecting? What I mean by that is, if they're advertising rents at $1,000 on average, and typically they're collecting rents at $1,000 or $1,025 or maybe $1,050, that means that they're truly trying to get that top dollar rent. And what you want to avoid is signing up with a property manager who tells you that they're going to get a certain rent amount, and then when the going gets tough, they come to you and say, hey, listen, let's drop this rent. Let's drop this rent. That's the worst position you can be in as an investor, and that's a position I found myself in a lot. So again, the first thing you want to do is you want to ask them what is their percentage of rents collected versus their advertised rent. If the rent collected is higher than the advertised rent, you're doing good. Or if it's roughly the same, you're doing okay. But what you don't want to find are rents that are lower than what they originally advertised. If you ask this question to a property manager and they don't have good statistics on it, probably means that they weren't tracking it, probably means that they continually lower the rent, which is going to hurt you as an investor. Then the other thing that really bothered us when we were outsourcing our property management was we had no good tracking provided by our property management company. And what I found is that this lacks a lot for property managers. They just don't do a good job of it. So before you ever sign up with a property manager, you want to look into their types of their reports that they can provide for you. They should be able to provide up to the second tax information for you at any time. They should be able to provide up to the second rent collection information and maintenance information. And even when you do have maintenance reports, make sure that they are specific to what you spent your money on. Just to share a short story, we used to have this property management company that had quote-unquote management reports, but what ended up happening is they would give us a bill at the end of the month, and we had 30 properties, and they would give us a bill for, let's say, $5,000. And when we asked them to itemize it out, they couldn't do it. They just could not do it. And for us, we had no visibility into what our maintenance costs were on each individual property. So you want to make sure that you have those reports. That's absolutely critical for you as you manage your investments. So those are a couple good ideas, a couple war stories that I've gone through as far as finding a property management company that you can build a relationship with and that has your interests in mind. And if you or any of your subscribers out there, Shay, would like more information on our property management company over at Jacksonville Wealth Builders, you can reach us at 904-755-7777, or you can reach us online at www.jacksonvillewealthbuilders.com. Love you, Shay. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.